Hello, I don't know if this is working, but it's Sebastian RB here. I know you haven't seen much of me, but I'm still here. Don't worry. I want to see if my mic is actually working. I'm using. Yes, my mic is working. I'm using a brand new setup. I have a brand new computer. It's a much better computer to run everything much better. And this is a game that one of. Okay, let me shut off my. Hold on, hold on. Let me shut it down. Shut up. How does? Okay, cool. Julio. But we're gonna play this, and um, one of my friends recommended it to me, and I turned off music and stuff for fear of copyright, obviously. But we're playing this. Uh, yeah. Let me put in my name. I haven't really gotten in and seen anything because I just know my friend has told me a little bit about it and through text and stuff, but I'm not gonna check out any of that, but I already sat through most of the intro, so we're just gonna get through it because, as far as I know, it isn't too much into it. I got basically to right here, right now, and then stopped, and it didn't. It wasn't really anything. It was just like was talking about how he never really understood Paris, or was it London or something? But hi, Ro. How are you? Thank you. Ask about today. So, what have you been up to? What voice should I give her? What voice? Uh, well, not much. School. Yeah, worked from home. Ask her if she wants to go somewhere. You know what? It's a really nice outside. It's a really nice outside. Come on, developers. Nah, I'm kidding. From what I've heard, this is a good game. So it's. Oh wait, I would have said it. It's whatever. Leave me alone. It's a really nice day, and we haven't even gone out for a coffee together. We should totally do it this weekend when we're both free. Well, it has been a while. You know you want to. Some fresh air will feel nice. Maybe. I might have to study, so no promises. She glances at the clock at the door behind me. Shouldn't you be going soon? You'd wind up late and not too long, right? I'm good on time, actually, but it might be time to break it off. You might be right. I'm off then. I'll pass by the baker's too. Is there anything you like? Okay, I should probably explain a little bit about this game. It's called cateau, obviously, and you find like stray cats, and you like become friends with them. As far as I've heard, and that's all that I really know. So, no, I'm good. All right then. See ya. I leave her to her own and head for the door. I'm sorry. Before I leave, I pat my pockets, realizing that I'm forgetting something. Hey, yo, Ro! Seen my keys? The ones with the cork. Have you looked in the kitchen? I check and find them on the countertop. I always forget to check there. Good thing she still keeps tabs on me, even if things are different now. Thanks. Bye. Man, how lucky am I have to have a view like this going to work? I think to myself as my feet patter against the rounded stones of the old towpath. In the shade by the wall, I spot a cat, looking every bit as scruffy as the water looks serene. Ah, Rose would love this if she was here. She always used to chase after cats, patiently gain their trust, and befriend them like some sort of cat whisperer. Whenever successful, which was almost always, she'd memorialize the occasion by having a picture taken, like a big game hunter of old posing with her quarry. I kind of miss that side of her. Maybe a picture of my own would remind her of the good old days. Thought stops me in the track, and I study the cats in question. It's just sitting there, gazing over the water as if to say, "Yep, I rule this place." Which, in fairness, it probably did by the looks of things. Looking at the time, I notice I have plenty of it. I could at least try to get her a picture. What could possibly go wrong after all, but how should I approach? Let it know you're there, and then closing. Yeah, see? Because I know cats. And this is an like stray cat, and that's what you want to do with strays. And there are some cats that'll just plain run away, and then you know that you're not we want to go for them. But if that cat stays, then you'll probably be fine, unless you pet him the wrong way and touches the chest for you, you so fluffy. Better take it slow here. Slow and steady wins the race. And after all, I'm not the sorceress cat whisperer Rosalie. Rosa. I'm gonna call her Rosa. I like it. I'd hate to spook it now from what was clearly even to me a favorite spot of theirs. None of this cat works particularly skittish. It has a very, well, proud bearing. Hello, dear little kitty. How's you? I speak softly while closing the distance. When I'm merely a few meters away, it gives me a casual glance out of the corner of its eye. I get the idea and stop. Satisfied with my response, it resumes watching over the still water. It could easily just take a picture of the cat's back and call it a day, but my professional pride berates me for even considering such a notion. Look at him, he's all happy now. Look at him, look at that smile. May not be the cuddliest cat in the world, but it'll be a good photo one way or another. Wait for the right moment. Toss rock. Let's wait for the right moment. Yeah! Cat seems to rather enjoy the view of the water. Ever so slowly, I walk up to the edge, maintaining respectful distance to the cat, and sitting down with my legs crossed. The late summer's evening sun shrouded the city in a pink glow. Not even the faintest breeze disrupting the mural-like surface of the water. No, I'm spurring. I don't know if the video would have picked that up. It might have been too quiet, but it was purring. I glance at the cat. It's basking in the sun with closed eyes, savoring the warmth. My cats do that so much. Now he's got full-on smile. Him is so cute. The moment is here. With careful, deliberate movements, I fish my phone out of my pocket and lean in for a picture. The picture perfectly captures the serenity of the scene. Not wishing to disturb the cat any longer, I get up and walk away. That is a beautiful picture. Was it a lemon phone? Yeah, it's a lemon, and it's got a crack right there. The reply comes through so fast, it feels like I got it before I even sent the message. It's a gorgeous. It doesn't even have any text. That's a gorgeous photo. Cat looks like a stray. How did you manage to get so close? Tell me! I just took my time with it. Took a page from your book. Oh, sorry. The best. I didn't go that far, but thanks. Didn't it take long to get to that point? Not really. It didn't seem to mind me being in the vicinity as long as I could keep track of me and I did nothing hasty. I wasn't doing her voice. I don't think you guys would care, but still. Strays are often kind of chill if you don't bother them. Be careful though, they can be unpredictable. Kinda got that vibe. Yeah, I will be. Almost forgot. Thanks for the picture. I think I'll make that my new home screen on my phone. I would actually. That's a beautiful picture. Good chat, Ro. But I need to hurry up now. Lost more time than I thought here. That was fake. Choose go to work or go to work, or maybe skip. No, just go to work. Has anything happened on my phonesies? I got 3 new messages. Should probably take this off. Work went by as usual, and it was over in no time. Donna's lurking around the corner as I'm heading for the bakery. All the little shops are closed, but the bakers are already at their battle stations, churning out their goods for the breakfast rush in the coming day. Thanks to having friends in high places, also known as the owner, I'm glad to sneak in through the back door and get my grubby hands on bread early. Rosa said she didn't want any, but I'll get her some, just in case. I knew he was gonna. Oh, just in case she changes her mind. I knew he was gonna say just in case, anyways. Sorry, that probably sounded awful. Besides, you can never have too much bread. There's no such thing. There's no such thing as too much bread. You this little fat little kitty. He's so fat. He's already a nice kitty. Look at him. He's already smiling. He's so fat. It reminds me of my cat. That's like exactly the kind of face my own cat would make. As I leave the bakery with my precious baked goodness, I notice a cardboard box next to the door, which apparently is the residence of a charmingly fat cat sleeping inside. He's so cute. Clearly, it's been cared for to some extent, as the floor is draped with a cozy looking blanket and somebody made a little roof to keep the rain out. Is it a new tenant on the street, or am I selectively blind as it's always been here? I can't recall. Looking around, the nearby area is strangely littered with glass jars, too. Inspired by the success of the earlier cat encounter, I decided to win further glory by obtaining a second triumph moment, one to make Rosa the cat whisperer proud. I dropped my bag, crouched next to the sleeping cat, or what I thought was a sleeping cat. Look at him! Look at him sitting up. Look at his little paw right here. Look at that. He's so cute. Opens one eye and looks down at me lazily. Pet head. Wait, let's pet his head. The chubby cheeks appear to be destined for cuddling. Testing the waters, I tentatively reach down with my hand, but meet no resistance. He's in front of a bakery. I'm sure he gets a lot of pets and stuff. And even if he was aggressive in the beginning, I'm sure he would have gotten used to it. I caress its head and it peacefully closes its eyes. It looks like a smile, appearing content. A soft purr falls and an outstretched paw closes and opens gently. My cats do that, where they like flex their paws when you pet them. Pet paw, scratch chin. Because my cats love the chin scratches. I unwittingly touch the cat's chin and it presses its head against my hand. Yeah, that's what cats do. They do that. They love doing that. My cat loves slamming his head in the chairs. My cats are weird, okay? I remove my hand and look at it quizzically. Cat looks back at me with steady eyes, with that oddly satisfied face of the person who knows that they'll get what they want. Difference being, this is a cat. Hesitantly, I reach back under the chin. Yet again, it pushes against my hand. Finally, catching on to this advice of communication, I give it a good scratch and see the grin-like face of an excessively happy cat. The rumbling purr could probably be heard all over town. All the while, the cat bobs along my movements. Sorry. After a while, I grow tired of the whole affair and stop. There's cuddling, and then there's spending a whole day standing in a back alley. Aww. Cat jumps down to stroke its body against my knees, personally asking for more cuddles. Oh, I skipped that. Every time I make an effort to get going, it gets in the way of my feet, causing me to nearly trip over it in order to avoid stepping on the cheeky bugger. Where Rose not here, she could still have a good laugh at my expense if I can nab that picture. The conundrum, whatever, remains, however, how to get enough space to do the nabbing of said picture. Try the selfie camera, stand up, push the cutaway. Try the selfie camera, my dude. Maybe I don't need to create distance. I fumble with my pocket as I continue petting the cat with the other hand. I've done that. In the position I'm sitting, it's difficult to get it out of my pocket, and a struggle for a moment. Finally, I prevail against those insurmountable odds, place the camera in front of us, and snap a bunch of photos, hoping that at least one wouldn't be a blurry mess of disaster. I go through them quickly, and there is one close-up picture taken from the cat's face that didn't end up looking like the photo was taken from inside a tumble dryer. It will have to make do. A few more cuddles later, I managed to extract myself from the situation and start off in the direction of home. Oh, that's adorable! Look at him! It's still a little blurry, but I mean, whatever. Well, perhaps not the best interaction on my part, the picture turned out kinda great. Wow! How did you manage to take this one? Did that wow on purpose. After many trials and tribulations, I managed to nab it at the end. That and approximately 42,372 others that turned out to be rubbish. But that's besides the point. I bet. Did you get along well? Kind of. Not bad. Not great. I don't think I was thinking of trying to feed it. I should a motorcycle go by or a scooter or something. That could work. Just don't give it a raw fish or something like that. That could make it sick. Yeah, give it a cooked one. Don't worry, I won't. I forget what my friend said. She told me what most of these cats like, but there's a Mario right up here. You guys see it? It's right here. What a day. Keychain rattling in my hand, I unlocked the door, shutting it behind me. Dumping the bag on the floor by the wall and trudging over to the kitchen for a bite to eat before bread. Why don't you eat the bread? I said, before bread. Before bed. I trundled past Rose's door. Shut. Always. Just a faint blue light leaking through the door frame. She must be on the laptop again. Finally, arriving at the counter, I have a few pieces of fresh loaf before dragging myself into the living room and to the TV. Flopping into the couch, I watch whatever happens to be on, lazily munching away. There's a documentary on about life on the African savannah. It'd be just her thing. After a few minutes of deliberation, I get up, go over the door, Rose's room, and gently knock on her door. Hey, Ro, you up? Yeah, Bastion. What is it? Wanna come watch TV? Can I come in? Sure. Did I not click when I come watch TV? Yeah, okay, I did click it. Why don't you come hang out with me? There's a wildlife special on. There's lions and everything, just like we used to catch, always used to catch. Here's a few moments of silence. I'd rather not. I want to be alone. What's going on? Come on, Rosal. Rose. Rosella. Knowing when not to overstay my welcome, I wish her a good night before gently closing the door and heading back to the couch. Go to sleep. Probably sound like a psychopath. It's 5:38 p.m. and my mom ain't home yet, so I'm just here making a video to pass the time. Sir, is that a piece of cheese on the pole? Never have been one for sitting around. Come afternoon, I treat myself to a walk. Some might think that walking is a bit of a peculiar treat, but in a city like Paris, it really is. There's always something beautiful to see, something exciting to discover. I've been walking around the city virtually every day for years, and it still never bores me. On the contrary, it helps dislodge writer's block and distract me from other woes. One of the streets and spots I always come back to, though, is this old little street passing by the small park. The trees happen to make for a great spot to just get away from the sun on the hot day. An added bonus. Is there another cat? Thinking I'm gonna save here soon, so. Suddenly I spot an orange fuzz in the periphery, and I instinctively know it's a cat. It's funny, the things that you notice once, you're actively looking for them. Well, it's either that or I've been afflicted with cat engineered nanomechanics altering my perception, which in all honesty is a touch unlikely. Look at this little kitten. Rather than a fully grown cat, this one's a mere kitten, playing with the leaves beneath the tree. Look at this little kitty. He is so cute. But he isn't a stray, he's got a collar there. Playtime is disrupted, however, when a pedestrian tramples by, startling the little creature. Oh, yes, sweetie. Drevin, taking cover by the tree for a while, attentively returns to its game, soon blissfully distracted. I love to join in, but I don't want to frighten it again either. Let it know that you were getting closer. No, I did it wrong! Seeing how that person storming by scared the poor little thing, should probably want it so that I don't scare it again. A lot closer, carefully, with slow, deliberate movements, quietly calling it to it. Hello, friend. Don't be afraid. Without kittens don't do too well with the hearing comparison front, it turns up into a small, nervous bundle. Don't be scared. I'm a friend. Stopped for a while, giving it some time to realize that it wasn't going to stampede by it or do it any harm. Clearly anxious due to my presence, I needed to do something to break the ice. What about your day? Okay. Maybe I can get across my friendliness through a casual conversation. Go and tell the kitten about my day. The cat by the canal, my night shift at work, and the other cat by the cafe. While facing the general direction of the cat, I don't look directly at it, trying to communicate that I'm no threat to it. Cast a quick glance at it. The kitten is watching me carefully, but seems less withdrawn, more curious. Choose, try to play with it using a stick? Yeah! Now it's back to its actual state. Well, it's obviously a rather playful sort. Maybe that'll help me befriend it. The tree beside us has kindly dropped a twig on the ground that looks like it could double as a cat toy. Picking it up, I give it a try, drawing a figure 8 in the air. But I've never played with a cat. Sure, it can't be too complicated, but how I should go about it is still a question that needs ample. Large swaying movements, Small, rapid movements. Avoid sudden movements. Avoid sudden ones, but yeah, avoid sudden ones. But do go sort of quick. Like once they get into it, if you go quick, it'll keep them into it because it's the natural instinct inside them to get anything that moves, including your hand if you're trying to pet them. I love cats. With a kitten being easily scared, I feel like it would be detrimental to be too aggressive. Instead, I start with the stick some way off, starting slowly and carefully, adding speed while changing directions. The kitten's eyes are soon set on the tip of the twig, following it curiously. Is that a curious face or a scared face, though? The kitten's attention, I dare go closer, and as the stick passes by, it swats after the stick with its paw in the air. Ah, now it's super happy. Look at him. It's so happy. Another gentle swoosh at the stick, and the kitten jumps in, chasing the toy to its full extent. Pounces on it and holds it down with its claws. Let it has its victory before carefully jiggling it out of its grip. The kitten's eyes are beaming with light. It's something Rosal must see. I fumble with my free hand as I continue to distract the kitten with the twig. I manage to get a hold of my phone, turn on the camera, and get the picture taken. Instead of taking my leave right away, we play some more. But a group of loud younger startles it and it scurries off again. I'd love to meet it again. I hope I do meet. Oh my god. Look at that. I love the visuals in this game. It's a cool style and I like it. With not a small. With. What was that? Hold on. I heard of something. You guys just hold on. I heard something. I'm gonna go see if anyone showed up or something. Alrighty, it was just neighbors. With not a small sense of pride, I relate a brilliant image to Roe. Clearly, I'm not the only one to recognize its quality. That has to be the cutest thing I've seen in ages. I know, never spent as much time with cats or other critters as you have, but it's easy to seal the appeal now. Or see the appeal, not seal the appeal. They're lovely, aren't they? Such an adorable little kitten, with the bell and everything. I wish I had a cat like that. Reminds me of my first one when I was a kid. If that cat was anything like this one, it's easy to understand your obsession. I'll be home soon. I can see her begin to type, then stop, erase, and type again. This goes on for a little while until the word okay shows up. A bit underwhelming, maybe, but at least I roused it for a little while. There's a drawer in my desk that is messed up. When I get home, I enter Ro's room. Hey, Ro. I just wanted to let you know I'll be visiting the bakery lunchtime tomorrow. I need to grab a cake for Rico from work's birthday. If you want to come along, I'm sure the cat will be there. I think I'll rather stay here. They say it's going to be very hot out. But if you do see it, you know the rule, right? Right. When you see a cat for a second time, you must name it. I remember. I have to? Aw, I don't know what I should name him. I'll head out again and go to work soon. Okay, yeah. Good luck! It's the one time that I did her voice. When down by the canal, I keep an eye out for the scruffy cat, but I don't run into it again. Choose, go to work. Yeah, I have no choice. This is a beautiful game. I'm just gonna say it. This is a beautiful game. I love it. Work turns out like usual. Pretty uneventful. Ah, my thumb hit my mic. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. After some well-deserved sleep, I head out to grab that cake. Oh, I gotta get that cake. Love cake. To be honest, I'm more excited at the chance of seeing that cat again than to celebrate my coworker. I should get the cat something. It looks like that would appreciate something edible. Take a quick detour, small pet aisle. I have no idea what the cat looks. I have no idea what the cat likes, and the pictures of the jars that are around its bed, pops into my mind. Maybe they contain something it liked, but I can't quite remember what label it had. What should I buy? I believe my friend had said olives. So yeah, I don't remember anything else. I just remember that. Kind of looked like an olive jar. No, it had been an olive jar. But it feels like a very weird thing to give a cat. No, my friend said that it liked it, so. On the other hand, Ro likes them, and she's approximately half cat, so maybe. I find a jar of sliced green olives. They feel like a suitable size. As I back up, I buy a small package of cat treats as well. Wouldn't hurt my chances. I forget, but I think she said cat treats for the little kid. Here he is. Hello, Mr. Tubby. Good afternoon, little Mr. Kitty. Cat raises its head and lets out a heavy, drawn-out yawn, exposing a line of long teeth. It blinks slowly at me as I reach out with my hand to pet its head. Rose will send her regard. She has sent me here with my intent of gifting you a name. Will you name this cat? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. What should I name it? I'm like looking around my room for ideas. I don't have a camera, but okay. Let's go with. We'll name him after my cat. Good old Tom Malicious. How do you feel about Tom? I think it suits you. Tom meows. I'll take that as a vote in favor of my suggestion. But back to the issue at hand. Will Tom enjoy the olives? For a brief struggle, I get the lid off the jar. Characteristic drawing Tom's attention. Look at his face. Getting one out of the jar, I offer it to the cat. Tom strokes its cheek against my hand. Flops onto its back, tapping at the olive with its paw. Bring the olive closer and it taps it again, like a food critic inspecting the meal's quality. Then, with a smooth, slow motion, takes the olive and eats the whole thing. Meow. I never would have believed cats. Will you shut up, dogs? The dog heard me. Never would have believed cats could like these things, but Tom just ate one. Or, he's a fat cat and he likes them. Sniffs around. The cat sniffs around, scanning the air for more olives to devour, like Terminator. When he realizes that there's certainly more in this jar of mine, he pulls every trick in the Hustler Cat's handbook. I have a better idea. If he enjoys these things so much, why not make Tom work for them? Now, what should I attempt to teach Tom? High five! My cat and me have high five, and fist bump, and there's kisses. Kisses, we put our noses together. You just go down, put your nose near his, and you say kisses, and you put his nose against yours. High five, you put your hand out, say high five, and you'll bump his head into your hands. And then fist bump is essentially the same thing, except you have a fist. So we're gonna teach him high five, except I'm sure it's a different kind of high five. Tom has already tapped my hand with its paw to get a snack, so I feel like the basics are there. I enclose the morsel in my hand and extend it. Tom sniffs my hand and tries to reach it, but when it can't, it sits down and reaches out its paw. When it touches my hand, I reward the cat with its treat. repeat the action, Tom, clearly at least almost as quick, thinking of spherical, catches on to the images of tap my hand, get tasty food. However, whatever's worth doing, whatever worth doing is worth doing properly. High fives are no exception. I place another between my fingers, leaving my palm empty. Tom still taps it, gets the prize before waiting patiently while I reload with treats. This time, I try to say high five before my hand, then removing the bounty from sight. Tom pats the hand again, gazing expectantly upon it, only to be surprised when my other hand is the rewarding it. Is the I'm assuming that was supposed to be is the one rewarding it. Repeat this a number of times, and while I doubt that my voice command does much, as the cat most likely just takes it as a visual cue, I'm very proud of the results. It's so cute. I like Tom. He's my favorite. I pet Tom in the head, infusing my tone with affection as I praise the cat. However, there are other factors to consider, such as Tom seemingly not lacking food, that I might end up overfeeding the little fellow. A cuddle couldn't do any harm, though. Belly rub, don't do belly rub, because that scratches cheeks. Yeah, scratches cheeks. Those puffy cheeks look fit for a good scratching. Using the tip of my finger, I gently scratch his cheek before moving to scratching it just behind the jaw. Tom clearly approves, a humming purr radiating from a very pleased cat. It angles its head to give me better access, and the scratching continues for a few moments it turn before it turning its head to the other side, and the process is repeated. Tom purr slow, tar, Tom's purr slowly grow more quiet till it drifts off into a nap, its head resting against my hand. Ever so carefully, I lower its head into a bundle of blanket bedding, succeeding in doing so without waking Tom up. That's my cat. He is like a living pillow with a tail. Like you can move him. Once he gets into sleep, you can move him anywhere and he will not care. Unless you move him too much. I realized that I already spent much more time with Tom than I intended. I need to pick up that cake already. Hesitantly, I give Tom one last pat on the head before saying my goodbyes and escaping into the bakery. Okay, so resume tutorial. How do I main medding? Stay. How do I save? How do I save? How do I save? How to play? Revert, autoplay, skip, revert. Main menu hub. How do I do thingies? How do I save? I don't know how to survive. How do I survive? How am I supposed to survive? Huh. I'm sorry. Well, we'll see what's saved when I get back. Anyways, thank you all for watching this. If you liked it, make sure to hit the like button, share it, subscribe, turn on notifications so you know whenever I upload. And yeah. uh Anyways, thanks for watching if you did. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.